She can hula hoop with the best of them and do it with a smile. Jaylee Manis feels right at home at Camp Aldersgate. This 9-year-old loves the outdoors and, as I found out, has no problems making new friends. This is a good day for this curly, red-haired bundle of joy, but the bad days are hard to forget.
Well, the bad days are I'm gonna throw up, and then I have sore throat, and then I have a tummy ache.
The first 6 years of Jaylee's life were a challenge. She was always sick, and her parents had no idea why.
And we never knew what was wrong. We always knew something was different. We always knew something was wrong, but we never had a name for it.
But now they do. It's called myotonic dystrophy, a chronic and slowly progressive muscular disease that affects roughly 30,000 people in the U.S. The disease causes muscles to weaken, usually beginning in the hands, feet, neck, or face, and can eventually include the heart.
What was it like when you first got the diagnosis?
Almost relief, because
Really?
we knew because we always knew something was wrong.
And if it's one thing on this earth that I hate, and I never like to use the word hate because it's such a strong word, but I hate cancer.
Donna Terrell has been deeply impacted by cancer throughout her life, and it's helped her push on to help others.
My mother had breast cancer. At that time, it was viewed as this horrible disease, and she was afraid that people wouldn't want to be around her or would be afraid of her. And I watched her go through that. I watched her be so secretive that when she died, and I told my aunt, I said, well, you know, Mama had breast cancer. And my aunt said to me, her own sister, said, I didn't know that. And so, you know, I mean, I guess some of that is the driving force why I feel it's important to help other people. But for Kobe, MDA camp is more than archery. It's more than canoeing on the lake or doing arts and crafts. It's an escape from something rather painful.
Because it doesn't really matter about what kids say.
And what do kids say?
They say really mean things like I have fat legs, or I walk weird, or I walk like a penguin. That's what they say.
As Kobe began to warm up to his new camp surroundings, he confided further with his camp counselor.
He told me how kids would push him down when he's trying to walk, or how they would take his lunch money. So that let me know right off back that I wanted him to have like a great week while he was here.
Canoeing is just one of 11-year-old Drift Yelverton's favorite activities at Camp Aldersgate. This is his 6th year at MDA camp. One of Drift's camp counselors, Jordan Hinson, says it's tough to keep him out of the water.
Anything to do with water, Drift's on it. So canoeing, he's always in the canoe, always paddling, never takes a break. Always wants to race the canoes, goes as fast as he can.
I tried asking Drift what his absolute favorite thing to do is, but it was a tough decision.
Archery, nature, and I forgot what else.
Okay, so Drift may not be the most talkative camper, but he has no shortage of friends here.
The purpose of the trip to Kuwait was to give students at ASU an opportunity to experience a different culture and a different way of life than what they were used to.
The experience we had there definitely encouraged us to, if we have the opportunity in the future to go to Kuwait and to study, I know I would welcome that opportunity.
It's the coolest thing ever. I've never seen anything like it. It's really interesting, definitely a really amazing place, and you should come.
Well, first, I was kind of apprehensive because of all the things you hear from over there. So I felt like it'd be a good, opportunity for, you to see the world and see what the heck the rest of it's like, not just northeastern Arkansas.
I enjoy the game of football. Having two veteran players like Tumbo and Gerald has made the transition from NFL Europe back to college very easy. They're both guys that the game is important to. They work at the game off the field. And that is such a big part of being successful. Not only are they great players and great athletes, but they have the aptitude to play the game off the field. They have the drive or the desire to go to the next level, and they understand that in order to reach that level, it's not necessarily just talent. You have to work at the game off the field. And they've helped lay the groundwork for some of the other younger players to help guide them, and this is what it takes to be successful. And I think that you've seen some of our younger players grow.
And one way is through scholarships, helping young girls like Magdalene James and Crystal Williams attend college. They are two of our most recent scholarship recipients.
The scholarship helped me a lot because I didn't really have any scholarships, and Little Rock Chapter of the Lynx was the only scholarship I was really able to get. So if it wasn't for them, then I wouldn't have got any scholarships, and it would have been more harder to pay for school.
Both Magdalene and Crystal are freshmen at the University of Central Arkansas.
So I felt a debt to the race.
And he began to pay off that debt after receiving some inspiration from an unexpected place.
Right before my wife's mastectomy, we had portraits made with our son, and he was just being his little one-year-old self, and he was not participating, and he was not being very nice about it at all. I bought a shirt from the Komen website that said, "When I grow up, there's going to be a cure." And he was not participating, at all. But I handed him a pink ribbon, and he started just to stare at it. And the photographer found, and she got the most breathtaking image of my son looking at this ribbon. I put the picture on our website, and the local Komen affiliate saw it, and they contacted us about the picture. And it just kind of took off from there.